So I just had my 8th session with Jeremy the other day, and the session really consisted of us going through some price quotes that he had just gotten in. And my impression was, prior to the session, that we were going to be working on like the timeline and next steps for what I do with the properties that I just bought. Like we just finished session 8 and we just finished session 7. Did I say that? It's hard to keep track. And I have 8, 9, and 10 left. And like, to me, I pulled the trigger, I made a huge mess, and now I have this to clean up, and I got to figure out now what. Like, now that I have these properties and I have to wait till the deeds come back, that's 30, 60 days, maybe 45 days. And by the time I even get the deeds back and have like a point to start, I won't have that coaching sessions anymore because they will all be gone. And so like I'm at a point where I don't even know what I don't know. And I'm super excited and I have momentum and I'm just like buying. And then there's a point where I'm like, oh crap. Like, now I gotta actually, first of all, make sure I have enough money to rehab them and maybe clear title and maybe do an ejection. And I just don't know the whole cycle yet. And so I just got like, oh, what have I done? And my husband, you know, he's in all this with me and super supportive. But the thing is he's not doing the training. He's not doing the work. He didn't do the education to leading up to this. And he's like, you're spending all this money. You're spending all of our, retirement, and no cash has come in. And it's like, well, that's a fair point, And he's like, how about you slow down and get some cash coming in, and then you can continue. And it's like, okay. But then I just sit around for maybe 6 months before I can actually start like getting cash in. And that's not going to work, because that's just going to destroy my momentum. And so here we are in the coaching sessions, and I don't want to micromanage Jeremy. Like, I have 8 kids. I have to be the captain of my ship. I have to organize everyone to the nth degree to keep the wheels on the track for my family. But when I do coaching, part of being a good student is being coachable. And that means don't try and navigate and manipulate and run the coaching session. Like, just let the coach do the curriculum. That's what they get paid for. That's why they've been successful. They know the routine. And so I was expecting like a curriculum. Like, session 1, bullet point, boom, 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 these are the things. Session 2, boom, boom, boom. And when it's kind of like, hey, what do you want to talk about? And it's like, I don't know. So we spend a lot of time just like maybe reviewing my deal, or reviewing a deal of another student, or reviewing a deal that Jeremy's looking at. And in that moment, there is value to that. Right? There is, because I get to watch how Jeremy teases out this deal, pulls back the layers of the onion to evaluate. But in the coaching session, when I only have a couple left and a brand new student, like, this isn't my second series of 10 coaching sessions, it's my first series. Like, I know Jack, but I pulled the trigger, and now I'm like, I have to be accountable to my husband, who's half of the money is his, right? And he's like, all I see is our account balance is going down. And I don't see any money coming in. But you tell me it's going to work. So why don't you get it to work and then buy some more? So I am going to re-listen to the coaching sessions, because I always get way more out. I always get the tips and the tricks, because there's just too much coming at you during a session, and without rewatching it and then re-listening to it, 2 separate things. So one is that visual and you're writing down notes, and the other part is like when I'm on a walk, and it's always when I'm doing kinesthetic work, like when I'm walking, I'm moving and I'm listening. So there's the brain absorbs differently. And I'm going to try and just get settled and really look for the value in the sessions and trust the system. And that's the biggest thing. I'm a control freak. Like, I want to do well. I want to know everything. And the whole point is I can never learn everything before I actually do. Like, a lot of it is just learning as the that piece in the timeline opens up. And you can learn all the book stuff and you can get all the information coming in. But if you're not at that place to do that application, to really put that into action, it's lost. It's lost on you. So I'm just trying to be patient with myself and be patient with the program and see the gifts in it and just follow the system. And we'll see where it goes. I'll continue to share openly. And I don't want to bag on Jeremy because he's a great guy and he's super successful and he's found what has worked, and I need to trust that. And I know he won't lead me astray. And it's just part of me, that super student in me and that control in me, that I want to have all the answers. I want to do it right. But I need to let it go. I need to just sit back and do my part and trust that USTLA will also be that company that has high integrity, that they see the value and and want to care for their students because they're students and they've paid for it, and also because without students that achieve success, like, they don't have a business model that they can replicate and show to other students. So in the end, I do believe in Jeremy as far as having a good process and is a good teacher and won't leave me high and dry. And I also believe in USTLA. I believe in Tony, that he as well has a good business and that he is going to help me work through it even after coaching, through email support, phone support, whatever. So just deep breath. This is a long video, so hope you get some value at it. I am gonna go rewatch my sessions, go upload them to my podcast app.